we put in this move, and this move has hit resistance. And that makes sense, right? Because we had 1, 2, 3. Okay, retracement, 1, 2, 3, retracement. It only stands to reason that this is the resistance of this particular pattern. And now we look for this move down, okay? So if we do indeed get that move down in the US dollar currency index, that should correlate to a strong move up in Bitcoin, stocks, all risk on assets. Hello everyone, my name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for almost daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is May 22nd, 2024, and we're hours away from the official full moon, which is on May 23rd, 2024. So I'm coming to you with an urgent update because of that fact, coupled with what I'm seeing in the charts. If that sounds interesting to you, then watch until the very end. Let's get started with Bitcoin. Okay, this is an urgent update because I'm seeing extreme bullishness in the charts. Okay, let me explain. When I first saw this uptrend, okay, and we hit the top of this channel right here, the 60 plus day channel, I thought, okay, retracement back down to this midline, right? Always have to retest the midline. Now, could it be that this move right here is a sufficient retest of the midline? That is possible, and that happened. Subsequent to that, we got this move right here. And now this move may be finished. It may be that we're dealing with an impulse here, a retracement of that impulse here, retracement of that mini impulse, an impulse here, and a retracement of that impulse. This may be the bottom. We're hours away from the full moon. Now, we know studies have shown that this full moon bottoming effect, if you will, can take up to 3 days, okay? But given the market conditions, given what I'm seeing across the board in the market, I don't think that's true. This is what I believe is most likely to happen based off of what I'm seeing real time. I'm seeing that we start making a move up. It may be choppy, but up and out of this 60-day channel, okay? And it looks something like what we're seeing in some of the altcoins I'm going to show you in a moment. So I'm seeing, let's zoom out. Let me show you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a high likelihood of Bitcoin doing something like this. Chop, 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 chop. Escape velocity, okay? This is gonna be confusing to a lot of people, but this is what happens when you're leaving you're leaving a high time frame channel. I forgot the term, but if you look at the Wyckoff accumulation chart, you'll see something similar, okay? A lot of consolidation up and to the right while leaving a channel. You can see that here in lit entry, okay? You can see it in lit entry. This is a 4-hour time frame, so that's a lot of chop, right? This consolidation. Okay, maybe lit entry doesn't tell you, oh, that's definitely happening, but look what happened in hook, right? Again, this phenomenon, right, as you can see, is the top of the channel, escape velocity, okay? So I'm seeing a high likelihood of that happening. And so what am I seeing in the charts? So first off, when I look at our US dollar currency index, which is our inversely correlated our main it's our main indicator, right? Because if the US dollar is heading down in value, then these risk on assets like Bitcoin and, stocks and all that stuff, they're going to go up. And what I'm seeing in the US dollar currency index on the smaller time frames, on the 4 hourly time frame, is that we put in this move, and this move has hit resistance. And that makes sense, right? Because we had 1, 2, 3. Okay, retracement. 1, 2, 3. Retracement. It only stands to reason that this is the resistance of this particular pattern. And now we look for this move down. Okay, so if we do indeed get that move down in the US dollar currency index, that should correlate to a strong move up in Bitcoin, stocks, all risk on assets. Furthermore, another thing that's really, really exciting is looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? Another very important indicator, because it should show what altcoins are doing, because, oh, here it is. I didn't click on it. Right? Look at this. So Bitcoin dominance past few days has been looking really good in terms of it's losing this level. Okay? We got a retracement, a mini retracement, and it seems to be losing it once again. It's pretty much about to break this support. Okay? And so if that does indeed happen, what you're going to see is altcoins absolutely flying. And I mean, I'm sure if you check crypto bubbles, I'm not going to do it right now, but if you check crypto bubbles, you should see some random altcoins already pumped, 60, 70%, 100%, whatever. I'm just focused on my watch list, right? And on my watch list, I don't see any craziness yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the coming hours I see that craziness. So this is what I'm seeing on the charts. Again, recap. I believe that Bitcoin has bottomed in this retracement. This particular retracement, once we hit the high of the top of this channel, right, at around 72, we did a little retracement. I think it's 1, 2, 3, three-wave retracement. I think it's just a retracement on this impulse right here. And we start to do a mini accumulation. I think that mini accumulation's all but done. We move up from there, we chop up and eventually break this entire 60-day channel. And meanwhile, when you look at altcoins, you see a little more bullishness, right? Like Ethereum is in this bull flag, right? This is a clear pennant that it's been in, and I don't see that breaking down anytime soon, right? When I'm looking at these altcoins, let's look at another example. Let's look at Cardano, right? You just see some bottoming out and an effort, a move to come out of this retracement. So you moved up, retraced, you have a nice rounded bottom, looks like a move up. Okay, so my altcoins, right, for instance, the ones I'm interested in the immediate short term, like this ETH-DYDX, nice rounded bottom at the 0.618 phi ratio of this impulse, and you got this three-wave retracement right there. I see that moving up and out. What's another one? Synthetics, right? I like this impulse, three-wave move to the minimum retracement of any impulse, which is the 0.382, right? Any wave one impulse has to retrace to minimum 0.382. I see this nice bottoming accumulation, right? Looks like a W pattern. I see this continuing up and out. XRP, very nice impulse, subsequent move down right to the 0.618, finding support with a nice bottoming structure here. I see this moving, okay? And Latentry I talked about. Quant, this put in actually a flat correction, right, down to the 786 Fibonacci retracement level, but I see that bottoming out here. Stacks, impulse down to the 0618. You can see a pattern here. These are nice accumulation patterns, mini accumulation patterns on mathematical support. So when I'm seeing altcoins doing that, when I'm seeing Bitcoin doing what it's doing, I can't help but be super bullish in the immediate short term. And I believe that where we're at right now with Bitcoin, 69.2, 69.3 is the local bottom for this move. It is we're hours away from the full moon. I think that counts. I wouldn't be surprised if we started moving up, and by the opening of the traditional markets tomorrow, we get stronger moves up. But I wouldn't be surprised if it starts already in the night. This is why I'm coming to you with this urgent update. That's pretty much all I have. Speaking targets to the upside, this is tough. Okay, this is kind of where I don't set any targets, and I'm going to tell you why. This is a clever trick I've learned over the years. Okay, one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to take profit too early on moves where the initial pump is likely to be in excess of what you estimate. Okay, let me give you an example. If Bitcoin leaves this channel, it goes into what we call price discovery. There's no prior resistance here because there's no prior price action in this zone. So once it goes here, how will it react? What is the buy pressure on this asset? How hard will it pump? You know, it's hard to say. What are the next resistances? Right? Good trading would say, I don't know. And so you just leave it open, let it show you before even setting any kind of targets. And then once it gets to a region and it starts losing steam, maybe it's just consolidating to continue. Most likely, more likely than not, in a strong bullish move, it'll stop a little bit and then it'll continue. But you don't want to estimate, this is probably going to be the target, especially after such a long consolidation. Remember, the longer the base, the higher in space. 60 plus days of consolidation, that's going to translate into strong moves to the upside. And then when you're looking at altcoins, this is tough to say as well. Like, I would have previously set targets, but look at what is going on. It's like, I don't know. It may put in, a few 100% in a day. Who knows? These altcoins are so distressed. These particular altcoins on my watch list have been in consolidation for so long. Who's to say that they don't explode as a result of being in consolidation for, let's look at Hook specifically, just in this example. Let me pull up the higher term chart. So this is the full chart. This has been in consolidation for about a year. Okay, sideways consolidation for about a year. So it's been down since December of 2022 and sideways for about a year. So who's to say that we just don't teleport, right? And it would be such a shame if you set your conservative, nicely calculated targets up here at the next logical resistance, trying to be smarter than the average bear. Just let it alone and see what it gives. Let it pump, let it retrace once. Who cares? And then let it go. Who knows? Try to see it as it plays out. Try to let it show you. Try to let these assets give you information when they do make their moves. That's why I would be cautious at setting targets. I know I talked about targets in my previous video, but I've changed my mind given what I'm seeing and the strength of the move that's coming. So that's pretty much all that I have. Hope this was helpful. This was useful. If you found value, like, share, and subscribe. Consider buying me a coffee at the pinned comment below. And I'll see you next time.